Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, we're out here at the Avon Park Aero Models Club on this very windy day. But luckily it's right down the runway out of the east, so that works out great. This is the F9F-5 Panther 70mm by Freewing. We're going to take it up. It's one of the legacy Korean War era fighters. And I absolutely love flying. It's one of my favorite 70mm to fly. And the only drawback with this plane is orientation can be an issue. So what you do is you focus on that tail and that shape of that tail, and that will help. Got a KM model afterburner in there, and we're also running a 4900 SMC pack, their new high voltage pack, their version 2, the dark purple ones. So, all right.
Starting the fun.
Timer set for 4.5 minutes. I got my high rates, and this is a great flying plane. But taking off right now, landing, I probably won't need flaps. I say that now, but we shall see. Right, left, down, right, left. All right. Here we go.
Gear up.
Haven't flown this plane a little while, so I gotta get used to it real quick.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Take it up. Really liking my high rates on her. Wind kind of moving her around a little bit. I fly with the missiles on. I've never had the missiles off. I've actually just glued them on.
Retracts deployed. Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right. If I would have lined up a little straighter on the runway, I wouldn't have had that little bouncy bounce there at the end. But we're going to take off and do this again. My problem is where that sun is. When I start lining up for the runway, I get the glare in my eyes. So, and I can't land from the other direction. The wind is way too strong, and I would fly over my runway. Coming way too fast and hot.
Gear up.
Nice scale takeoff. We're gonna take it up, flip it. Well, that plane has a good sound to it.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right.
Retracts deployed.
Oh, I did not mean to land in the grass, but oh well. Won't hurt it. All right, I'll take off again. Take it out the road.
Retracts deployed.
Come by with a gear pass. Fly with the gear down just real quick, just to show you. Do have to hold a little, just a touch of up elevator with the gear down, just so you know.
30 seconds. Seconds. Braking. Brakes off.
Oh yeah, it's got thrust reverse.
Timer expired. Prop is secured.
All right, we were 1 second over on a 4-minute timer. Going to give you a battery report. We'll come back here in a little while and fly the plane again, and after that flight, I'll give you the complete breakdown with all the settings and everything, and have 2 flights. You'll get 2 flights for the price of 1. Now that's economy. That's a BOGO with a plane. BOGO with an RC review. All right. You know what? We got 58% left, so you know what that means. I want that battery back more like 30%. So I got 28% to burn. That's at least 2 takeoffs and landings. So by golly, I'm going to reset my timer for 5.5 minutes this next time, which is excellent with a jet. But then again, I am flying an SMC pack. You get more flight, more performance, and just better all the way around with an SMC pack. However, they do cost more. They're about 30% more in cost. So you get 30% more, but you pay 30% more. So it's all in how you look at it. All right, here we go.
Gear up.
Take it up. Flip it. Well, it does have a good sound to it. Bring it by low.
1 minute.
All right.
Retracts deployed.
Like I said, remember, you do have to hold down a little bit of up elevator.
Braking. Brakes off.
All right. It's amazing how quickly things can go south when flying a jet, because things happen so quickly. You just don't have the time to think like you do with a prop plane. All right, we were 1 minute and 49 seconds over.
Prop is secured.
On a 4.5 minute timer, so that's 5. What is that?
Just shy of 6.
Over 6 minutes.
Just shy of 6.
Just shy of 6. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just shy of 6. All right, so I'm gonna set my timer again probably for 5.5 minutes with a regular LiPo and come back safe. All right. Let's see where we're at now. Now the only mods I've done, given her clear coat of my polyacrylic by Midwax, and I've given her the antenna mod, which is just a matter of a zip tie, poke through the battery hatch. That way I can grab that instead of digging at the side with my fingernails. Unplug that beautiful KM model afterburn. By the way, that's the version, I think it's the version 4 on this one. I think, I don't really remember. Okay, 36%, 36%, so that's absolutely perfect. All right, well folks, stay tuned, and we're gonna give you a second flight here in just a little while. Let this fly something else, let this ESC cool down, and probably could fly it back to back, but I got other planes to fly, and I like to do the rule of thumb. I either wait 5 minutes between flights, or I fly something else while this one's cooling down. Just how I do things. So, all right, folks, thank you so much for watching. That is the Panther, and stay tuned. We'll get you the second flight here in just a second. Bye, y'all. Well, hey, folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, second flight with the F9F-5 Panther.
Motor on, be careful.
Set the timer for 5 minutes this time. Take her up, have some fun. Right, left, up, down, right, left. A little rattled because I just was flying my A10 version 2 and crunched the nose gear because I forgot about I gunned it to get out of it, and I forgot about how the A10 will dive a little bit when you hit gas too hard. You got to ease in. You got to ease into it. I forgot about that. My fault, but that's okay. Let's take off with this one.
You said there's no big damage either, right?
No, not that bad. Wasn't that bad.
Retracts deployed. Gear up.
And I was going to do a speed test on this one next, but I forgot my GNS performance analyzer. Forgot it at the house. I had to charge it, and I left it on charge.
I'll tell you that this thing looks such a cool silhouette in the skyline.
All right. Beautiful plane. Now remember, when you bring the gear down with this one, you have to hold a little touch of up elevator.
Brakes off.
All right. As you get lower light, this plane's color can be a bit of an issue. It's one of the reasons why I got an afterburner in it, because it does help with orientation. And I will always take orientation and coolness factor over scale fidelity any day.
Gear up.
All right, going out to the road. This is a nice little 70 right here.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Take it up. Flip it. Well, it's got such a good sound to it.
Retracts deployed. Braking. Brakes off. Time remaining 2 minutes.
Gotten awfully windy.
Feels nice though.
That does feel nice. All right, we're gonna do takeoff flaps just because. See how much easier it gets off the deck.
Flaps are up. Gear up.
Not really much of a difference. The pilot just threw up. He now has all kinds of vomit all over his inside of his helmet now.
Well, he just hit what, 13 G's?
Yeah, something like that. His testicles are up around his kneecaps right about now. Oh good, they're back now. That is, and see, that put him back, so.
Retracts deployed. 1 minute.
Just remember, retracts down, a little bit of elevator. Not much, just kind of have to hold it. I'm not even going to need to use thrust reverse. Oh good, now the sun's coming out. All right.
Prop is secured.
Now we flew for 4.5 minutes because I got 30 seconds left on a 5-minute timer. Go ahead and show you my rates real quick. Now I did use takeoff flaps, okay? And you know what I'm going to do? This is going to be different, folks. I'm going to sit down. My back is starting to hurt me. So we're going to sit down and have a little powwow. All right. Talk about flap settings, okay? All right, on a spectrum, flaps up are a negative 100% no mix. Just so you know, there's no mix at all. Takeoff flaps are a negative 55% no mix. Landing flaps are a negative 20% no mix. 2-second deployment.
Flaps are up.
All right, rates in expo. Flew in my high rates the entire time. Aileron, 100%, 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo. Rudder, 100%, but with 50% expo. That helps with that steering. There is no forward program because I'm using a I'm using a Lemon RX Gen 2 stabilized receiver. I have the stability on a dial here. If I have the dial all the way down to the left, then there's very little gyro correction. If I turn it all the way up, now there's a lot of gyro correction. All right, so I like to fly with it just barely turned on, just a little bit. That's all this plane needs. Now, show you my, unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner. KM models, thank you for the afterburner. Okay, 52%, and that's after 4.5 minutes. So set your timer for 5.5 minutes, fly it the way you want. But you know what? Keep it at 5. Now what I say about, because this is an SMC pack. This is a 4900 SMC pack, and you get about 30% more of everything with these packs. 30% more performance, more life, and more power, and power throughout the entire arc of the flight. If you charge at the regular rate, it's a 4200 6S. If you charge at the 4.35 high voltage rate, then you get 4900 milliamps on the 6S. Has a 90C, and that's their version 2. SMC, these are great batteries. I have several viewers, actually several, I got 1 or 2 viewers who just absolutely hate these things. And I understand, if you've had a bad experience, you've had a bad experience. Me, I've got about, I want to say I got about 15 SMC batteries. And yes, actually some of which I've actually bought myself. This one here, they sent me for review, but the ones I bought myself and these, I've got, I don't know how many flights on them now. I've got 0 issue with them. I've had 0, the ones I bought, the ones they sent me, there's no difference. There's no difference in performance. They're great batteries. I've had a good experience. Some people haven't. All I can tell you is that this fat guy is happy with these batteries. Now, something this plane does, this is one of the first 70 millimeters that Freewing did with the quick connect wings, which is really cool because, I mean, this is a small plane, so it's not an issue for me, but you pull these tabs together, pull that wing out and undo that one connection. All you have to do, put it back in there, hear it click in, make sure that this tab is forward, that tab is backwards, and you're good to go. If not, then you're going to be flying and suddenly your wing's going to go and you're going to have a very bad day. And the pilot will do a little bit more than just throw up in his helmet. Nose cone is detachable, so for a nice, and that's all hard plastic, so you can stand that in the corner somewhere up against the wall. But there you go. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, you got suspension gear and then all the normal, what we now expect from these planes. I just wish it had lights. I wish it came with factory lights. You can add lights to it, I'm sure. I've seen other people do it. I just haven't done it myself. I just wish it had some really bright lights on it. That would really help. But there again, this is a 70 millimeter. This is one of their entry levels. So great flying jet. Thank you, Gabriel, for filming for me, my son. And this is Fat Guy Flies RC. This is the F9F-5 Panther, 70 millimeter from Freewing. We're saying God bless y'all. God is good. Y'all have a good, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.